to Class 1, Part 2 of Cheater Collage. Thanks for joining me again. I hope you're having fun and that you were able to get your friendship journal put together. Now we're going to play, and this is the beauty of the whole Cheater Collage concept. By now you've had an opportunity to print out your sheets, and here's a few of them in front of me. And you've probably been able to see why I call this Cheater Collage, because you've got so many great elements that you can use as is and have great quirky characters, or you can mix and match them and play. So I've cut out all of my pieces and I've got them separated by heads and bodies, different elements, and then things that are like miscellaneous words and things like that. So what I am going to do, I'm going to take out, I'm just going to sort of dump the heads. I know it sounds so funny. And the bodies. Now, the bodies, on some of them, I left the heads, like here. I didn't do anything with that one, and I didn't do anything with this one. And then there are pieces like this that you can actually just add. There's another body where you can just add a head to it. So let's just play a little bit for a second, and let me show you some things that I think would look really cute. So for instance, let's look at this piece. I'm going to move everything aside. So this was just a piece on one of the collage sheets. Okay, this was on Wild Things, and I cut the piece out. I didn't like that head, and so I just cut it out at the collar, and I have a piece like this. But something like this I think would be really cute. Remember, we've talked in other videos about the size, so that a big head and a smaller body, or vice versa, really helps it look quirky. And so this, I think, would be a great one. And if you had enough room, it depends on what you're putting this on, it would be fun to maybe add a neck that's maybe checkered and something like this. Well, I'll just make it, and you have to decide how big you wanted it or how small. And this, that little checkered piece came right off here. So you want to be sure to look at your collage sheets and all the elements. You can use them all for things. So I just cut that out and put it there. So I think that looks like a cute neck. So there's one thing that you could do. Here's another head. You could put that on. And then we have some crowns, I think. Yep. Here's a crown I cut out, and you could put that on it. I didn't do a very good job cutting that out, but like that. You don't even necessarily have to have feet or hands. So let's try this one. So this one already has a neck. So we just sort of slip that in there. Oh, that's cute too. Okay, so that gives you an idea on that. Here's another one now. So let's take this same head, and we can just slip that right on there. And there you go. You've got your quirky piece. You can just glue it down with minimum effort. You don't have to worry about putting a lot of different pieces together. Here's one too. If you had a pretty good size piece you wanted to put this on, whether it's on your collage or your friendship journal, in your glue book, or anything, you could do something like that. Here's another one, and I don't have a neck on it. And look what it looks. It looks great without a neck. You don't even have to put that. But what if, you know, you have your word sheets? Mine are all cut up, but see, like, you know, those word sheets you printed out from the WOOT kit? I think this would be kind of fun. Use one of the words and just use that as a neck. I think that looks really cute. And you could even put it on a bigger one. You don't even have to be able to see what the word is, but just something like that. Oh, look at that. It says art. I like that. Again, a tiny head now on a body, and like that. Okay, what else do, oh, here's a good one. So let's try a different body here. We'll go ahead and use this one. And you can just put that right under there like that. And that looks cute. And there are some different crowns. I didn't cut them all out, but maybe you can see even like this. Put something like that on there. And that looks great. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've got another one of these. So some of these, you can cut the head off if you'd like, if you need that size body, and then just go ahead and put another head on there, like that. Here's one that's a little bit smaller, and it has a neck, but we could just cut that neck off if we wanted and use it like that. You can use one of these. And here's a crown. I haven't finished cutting it out, but you could put it like that. Here's another little one that would look good. Let's see, here's another big head. That looks great. This one, I think this head looks good on everything. I really like that. Okay, so I'm looking at everything I have over here on the side. Here's another one. Now, this went with that, and I just cut off the head. And let's put, we can try putting this one on there, and it looks fine. If we put that neck out of the words on it, that looks cute. Or we could do this, put that, doesn't have to be quite as long, and put that on there. So you're getting the idea of how you can just mix and match these things and just play with them. That's the most fun, I think, of anything, is just play with these and try all the different elements. Here's another one. We could, again, this had a head on it that I just cut off. Oh, I like that too. That's cute. And oh, here's a little one of those. Oh, that looks good too. And you can have fun, you know, you can turn the heads, turn the necks, just whatever you need to do. This is a great one. It's a good head. I don't necessarily love the body, so we could just cut that off and put it on something like that. You could put it on like that. Or even one of these bodies, like that. Okay, so that just, it's a matter of just playing and having fun with it. One other thing I was going to show you, there are some elements on your collage sheet like this, and I think this could work really well on an edge of something and then put a head on it. So something like that, or even something like that, and that might be really cute with one of those. And you could doodle this too, by the way. You don't necessarily have to have that. Look how cute that looks. So let me find, here, let's just put it on the edge of this, like that, with this on there like that. Look how cute that is. And it doesn't take much because they're so quirky and so cute. All you'd have to do is just put a little piece of something along the edge here, cut this border out, and just place it right along the edge. And put some words, like I had hello, and this is a stamp, friend, or miss you. So these come from the letter sheets that you have. I've got so much paper here. Okay, so it comes from these sheets, and you can mix and match these. So I used different sizes. I think I used the M from here, the I from here, and S and S. They don't have to be the same. And the U comes from those word sheets that we had. Like these. The U came from there, just like that. So you can combine your words and do all kinds of fun things with that. So I think you get the idea of what you can do. And the other thing I want to just quickly show you is what's fun about when you go to start decorating, you can put words, use the words from your collage sheets. So this wings came on one of the collage sheets. You can just stick it there. You could put it up here. You saw that I had WOOT on one of my other ones, and it came from this sheet, so you just cut that out and put it there. And this red pen kind of bled a little bit because I'm left-handed. When I was working, it sort of bled a bit, so it looks a little bit sloppy. So I would probably put something up there. So you could put something like wings there, or whatever you might want. And then what I really like to do is put little heads poking out. So something like that, if you decide you want to do that, you could just glue a head down in there. On one of my other pieces, you saw one peeking out. And then when your recipient gets whatever you put in here, that's glued down there and it looks just adorable. The other thing is, if you want to put some words crossed here, use your word sheet and put some words there. That would work out well, something like that. These are really good to use to do your decorating. So they help, you could just put something like that along there. And if you did get the borders, the option kit, borders and bits, there are some fun pieces in there as well for you to use. Some of them you might have to cut down, but see this piece right here? You could turn that into a body. So let's see here. I'm not sure if you can see it too well. I think I've got it cut out. So these are my just miscellaneous pieces, and I've got a few things cut out here. So let's look at those quickly. And you can see how we can play with them. And on the back here, you can see where I used a head and the art, and then I just drew in two legs. Super, I can't draw, so super simple. Just draw a rectangle and then go ahead and just fill them in a little checkerboard. So you could do that easily, and you could use just about any kind of head that you wanted. Again, look how cute that is. It just doesn't take much of anything. So you could use that or something like that, or even this great head. And we could put that neck on it again that I keep coming back to, and putting that on there. And then on your collage sheets, your old collage sheets that you have, you might have some legs. If you want to put some legs on that, like I did on this one, you can just add them on. Again, I've used a lot of the collage sheet elements where I just cut those pieces out. They were left over. And remember, I told you if you have any leftovers, hang on to them. So here's some pieces that I had left over that are fun to use as borders. You can just put them along an edge, and they just add a little something to your piece. So you've got so much to play with, so much good stuff. It's you'll have a ton of fun putting this together. Here you could add that on there. You could just put it over here. Really, just so many different ideas, right? You could even just put it like that along one edge, and then put your piece on there, and then put whatever words you want. This people say I'm a dreamer. How cute is that? You could stick that right there. Also, when you're decorating this, you can use just a big piece like that, or use two of them, or you can put a little person on there. We have some really tiny, I've totally messed up now my pieces. Hopefully you're a little more organized when you're working on them. But there are some little elements that you can use, and they would probably fit on there just fine, like I showed you with that one index card. Again, a little dude popping out. I really like when their eyes just show a little bit like that. Okay, so that should give you a good start on a friendship journal. And again, I put an index card or two or three, depending on how much you need to write, in here. And then on your little secret spot, you could also put an index card back there, or add some Project Life cards. On this one, I just took some Project Life cards, and I just covered them with paper on the other side. And I used the paper that came from this sheet. It's a great way to use it. And just cut, I didn't even look at what I was cutting. What I did was put glue on here and just put it under here, and whatever showed is what came out. And it worked out just fine. And so you can just slip those in there if you want to have a little more journaling space, or want to keep those as something you want to give your friend. That works out. That would work too. So I hope this helped, and I hope you got some great ideas. And just go play and have a lot of fun, and don't worry about if it's perfect. It's going to be great, and your pen pal or your friend, your friendship journal person, is just going to love it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description box below. I'll be back for class 2, and we're going to be making a postcard, an ATC, and something super fun that you can use in your craft room. So I'll see you then. Bye for now.